Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this video I'm gonna tell you everything Division 2 for beginners. So after watching this you'll no longer be beginner, so this gonna be an ultimate guide for beginners. After watching this video you'll not have to see any beginner's guide. In this video I'll tell you everything, how to play, what to do in each phase of the game, how many phases of the game we have, and everything a beginner should know. So this video is going to be very long, so have patience and stick with me. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So first of all, I'll speak very fast to cover everything in a single video. So first thing is Division 2 have to like a base game, then DLCs. So what I bought is Division 2 base game plus New York Warlord DLC. In this you get base game plus New York Warlord DLC. With this you get additional things also, like boost character. uh, so this feature does not come by default in the base game. You have to buy this separately. So but I bought the DLC, so I got this for free. So what does this boost character means is, so let's say you go to this. So when you start the game, you'll create a new agent. So when you do create new agent, you will get two choices: main campaign or Warlord of New York. So if you start main campaign, you start the game from zero, from the beginning. If you select the second option, you'll start the game after completing the base games, all the story mission, and start with the DLC directly. uh, so the base game have level 0 to level 30, and DLC have level 30 to level 40. Okay, so after reaching level 40, you completed the whole game with the DLC. Okay, so that's out of the way. So now let's say I started with New York, Warlord of New York option. So I'll start like this. So once you select the second option, the game will start on a mission. You have to complete that mission, and that mission will take place in New York. So this is New York, and you'll start in New York. So right now I'm in Washington DC, just to show you some things. But you will start in New York in that mission, and after doing that, the DLC will start. Whole DLC is this New York only. So this New York is the DLC. All the DLC mission will be in the New York, and the main game will happen in this. Washington DC. So this is Washington DC map. The whole game will be played here. Okay. Now, so there are three phases in the game. So first phase is the main campaign, which start from level 0 till level 30. The second phase is the DLC, which start from level 30 to level 40, and then after 40, the third phase is the end game phase. Okay, here all the story is finished. Now the game is purely multiplayer focused, or yeah, multiplayer focused, or friends focused, or you can say. Okay, so what does the level mean is, so as you can see, if I press inventory, you can see my level is 31 because I've started directly in the DLC. If you start campaign, you'll start level 1. Okay, so what this level means is basically um, your character strength. So let's say this mission is of level 31, and if I'm the player of level 25 and start this mission of level 31, then the enemy will be of level 31, and I'm being level 25. I'll not be able to defeat the level 31 um, what enemies, because that will be very hard. That my guns will give less damage and they'll not die. So everything works here according to the level. So the gun will also have level. So if you can see, right now I have a gun of level 30. So if I'm level 25, I cannot use a gun of level 25 and above. I can use those gun only which are of my level or below levels. Okay, so if I want to do a level 45, I will need level 45 guns. Otherwise I'll not give like good damage to those enemies, and I'll die fast. So that's why leveling up is very fast. Okay, so that's what level means basically in this game. So so when you start this game at level 0, you this is the first phase of the game, which is the main campaign. In the main campaign, your focus should be only to level up to level 30. And how you level up to level 30 is, uh, you do main missions. Okay, so if you go here, in, like, if you press escape and go to progression, you will see progression for main mission here. Right now I'm not seeing it because I started from the DLC, so I'll not see that. But if you start from zero, you'll see those. And I recommend you to start from zero, that way the game will teach you everything from zero to everything. Okay, this what is the everything the game will teach you. But but if you don't understand for some reason, you start from level 30 or level 40, uh, by seeing this video you'll understand everything, so it does not matter. So now what I'll say is, when you start the game from level 0, your the first phase of the game is will happen from level 0 to level 30, and here your focus should only be to complete all the main mission. Okay, so sometimes you will see there are see in the map that there are three missions of level of your level, and after completing all the three mission, you'll only left with one main mission in the map. Similarly what happens in Vice City or San Andreas. So once you complete the mission, more mission comes in the map. Okay, similarly, let's say there are three missions in the map, you completed all three, now fourth mission opens in the map, and that mission level is greater than what your current level is. So what you have to do is, then you have to do side mission to level up. So once you do side missions and uh, side mission, then you will get a level up, and you have to do it until you reach the same level of that main mission. Then you start that main mission again. After doing it, next mission will open. Similarly, it might have a greater level, so you have to do again side mission to level up till that main mission levels requirement, and then start the mission. So that's how you will complete the first phase of the game, which is from level 0 to level 30. Then after that, you will reach here, what where I am right now. So different things will open up, including the New York DLC. So then your focus will be to go to the New York. So now I am in New York. Same way you will also reach here, and so this is the map. So that's how your map will look like, and you will start at settlement. So similarly, you have to do the main mission of this map is to do a manhunt for Aaron Keener. So for that you have to kill all his sidekicks and then kill him. And so like I want to start with Vivian Conley, so I have to do Brooklyn Bridge, then next, then next. So what does that mean is, you have to do this
Rhodes told us that the peacekeepers
Brooklyn
and Two
Bridge mission,
Bridges have been
and
tracking
similarly
cleaner movements
again
for the past few days.
and basically you have to
This is
complete
our best bet to learning more
complete
about
this
Conley.
manner,
She's
and after
deep in
doing
bed
this
with the
manner
cleaners. If we
then
poke
you
around
will
in that
reach
nest enough,
level
we're
40.
bound to find a
This
trace
should
of
take
her.
around like 4 or 6 hours, depending on how fast you are and if you are playing with 4 people or not. I would suggest you play with 4 people, that way it will be completed quicker. Okay, so after completing this you will reach level 40. Now we moved again to Washington DC main map, and now uh, if you reach level 40, now more things will open up. Let me show you how a level 40 map will look like. So now this is the map. So this map is of a level 40 character, so I have loaded in a level 40 character. This is how your map will look like. I think it haven't changed much, but there's only one significant change, which is your objective now. So after reaching level 40, your objective should be to level up your character and level up your gear. Why? Because now in order to get a good loot, you will change this setting now. You will get this setting, global setting now, which you can change. So you can change the global difficulty from normal, hard, challenging, and heroic. So you wanna do your all the missions and all the activity in challenging or heroic to get better loots. So that's one reason, and in that the enemy will be harder than level 40, so you'll need a better gun and better gears. Okay, and now and one more thing, so now your primary focus would be creating builds. Okay, so what I mean by creating builds is, so this is your inventory, and in this there are a few things. One is this rogue momentum. So this is basically some buff. So if you enable this, so this will be always available like this. So if you can see, if I go in the range and show you, so if I go in the range, you can see T to activate overdrive, and there is a meter. So if I kill an enemy, my meter increased. If I kill one more enemy, my meter increased again. It increased. It's increasing. So it when it increases, it gives me some buffs. So you can see. So this is the meter percentage, and it gives me this swift, ruthless, savage. This buffs I get for the meter percentage I fill. Okay, so this is the global modifier. You have to activate it, and only the lobby leader can activate this, or session leader can activate this. Then there is active modifier and passive modifier. So this will be active all the time. This you have to activate it by pressing T to activate overdrive. So you see this. So this is overdrive, so it gives me additional buff like weapon damage, skill damage, and rate and ammo. So this you have to activate by pressing T, and this is always active. Okay, so this you will get, and you after going beyond level 40, you will get this watch after completing that keener manhunt. In this you can use this SSD level points, which like I have 84 I think. uh, I don't know, like this level converts to points, and then you can use those points to assign those point here, like here. So I can assign points to total health and increase that. So let's say I increase my headshot to from 0 to current value of 5.2 by using these points. Okay, so that's how this watch works. Now now coming to the build. So these are the gears we have, and everything here have like two things. One is core attributes, and second is attribute. So let's say I have two similar item, hotshot mask and hotshot mask again. So these two will have similar core attribute. So you can see weapon damage, weapon damage, but their attribute will differ significantly. So let me show you a better example. So let's say these are the two armors I have. So both will have weapon damage as core attributes, but their attribute are different significantly. It has hazard protection and weapon handling. This one has skill damage and status effect. But core attribute is same, weapon damage, weapon damage. But this thing is different, and talent is also different. So from this I can tell you what the talent is. So every gear, like, so this so some gears will have talent on them. So talent will give you additional buff like this talent. You see, efficient, using armor kit has 50% chance to not consume the armor kit. Basically this will give you a buff which will allow you to use your armor, but it may or may not decrease the armor value from your inventory. Okay, so this is a talent. This one has different talent. It has headhunter talent. So basically what does this mean is uh, so after killing giving after killing an enemy with a headshot, the next enemy you give damage to will be like will have additional 125% damage. Okay, so this talent will give you additional buff. So similarly I have this backpack has talent, but every gun has, so some gears have talent, some not, but on the other hand all the gun have talent. So every gun you see have talent. Talent flatline, talent pressure point, talent flatline. So all guns have talent. Few not all gears have talent, but most gear means like some gear have talent, some not. But guns, in case of gun, all guns have talent. Okay, now what does build mean is, so I've showed you attribute and core attribute. So let's say I want to maximize my damage. So I choose those gear which will have um, attribute as damage related attribute, and they should also have core attribute which is also damage related. So I cannot use this kind of thing if I'm focusing on damage, then I can't use this type of thing. So it does not have damage as core attribute, and not not all the attributes are damage related. See this. So this, you see this, I cannot use this armor because this does not give me damage in core attribute or damage in attributes, but I can use this armor it gives me damage in core attribute and weapon handling and critical hit damage also in attribute. So this is a good choice if you want to increase the damage. Damage is your priority. But if armor is your priority, then this armor is good because it gives you armor in core attribute also, explosive resistance in attribute, and armor regen also in attribute. So this is a good option if you are going towards armor. So that's how you create builds. So you have to focus what you want, and then you have to select those gear pieces which give you that specific thing. And one more thing, so when you are selecting gears, one more thing you also you have to keep in mind is that same company stuff will give you additional buffs. So let's say if I click on this, it gives me, if I use like two pieces of this same company's gear, is like same company means this Pathfinder mask is created by Breaking Point company. So if I use three gears of Breaking Point company, it gives me this additional buff. So it gives me this also plus this also, 2 plus pieces buffs also and 3 plus pieces buff also. So you can, so you should keep in mind that you can pair up same company mask and holster. So in my case I'm using this Breaking Point mask and Breaking Point holster, and similarly I'm using this hot shot glove and hot shot knee pad. This is hot shot, you can read this, and this is knee pad, hot shot knee pad. So this way you can use similar companies item to get this additional buff, 2 pieces 3 pieces buffs. Okay, so this is one thing. So mixing and matching this gear so that you optimize what you want. You want damage, you want armor, you want both damage and armor. So this is called building your build. So basically this is the build, the combination of these gears is the build. And after this you have one more thing, there is called this one thing called gear system mod. So what is this is this gives you additional buffs. So you can equip this, you can equip these things in your backpack, in your mask, uh, or in your armor. So what I mean by this is, so if I click on my armor, if I if I click on my armor, I can modify everything like armors, gloves. So by modifying I can just so I can assign this to my armor, any of these things. So right now I've assigned this thing, offensive system firearm. It gives me additional 6.6% headshot damage. So after assigning this, you can see in this attribute, so headshot damage, critical hit chance, and this uh, log icon tells me that I've added this additional thing, 6.6% headshot damage, in the form of mod. So see this, I've added this mod here in my vest. Similarly I can add mod to my backpack, I can add mod to my mask. See this, I've added this headshot damage, one more headshot damage mod to my mask. So if I select my mask, it shows me this additional 7.2% headshot, this gear icon. Okay, so this means I've added a mod here. So you can add mods to any of the backpacks, this any of the gear if it allows you. And in weapon also you can mod them, not like those, but weapon have different mods like compensator, and that I think you already know. So that's all about this, the this builds and everything. Now let's move to some stations. Now let's start with tinkering station. Okay, so this is tinkering station. So what does this have, what does this mean is, so first thing is library. So you have to build your library. What does a library building mean is, so let's say I have a shotgun in my inventory. So uh, see, this can be improved. So there is a shotgun in my inventory, extract. So this shotgun has a accuracy of 9.0, and this is the highest value I've seen in shotgun. Okay, so what I will do is I will extract this out, this I will extract this attribute out of the shotgun and store it in my library. So I will treat the library as a repo of all the stats I've seen in a gun. So what it will do is it will extract this attribute out of this gun, store it in my library. So then I have a repository that will tell me like for shotgun, the max value of accuracy can be 9%, because I've seen it. If I get another shotgun later whose accuracy is 10%, then I can extract the 10% and store it in my library, saying that hey, now I've seen a shotgun whose max accuracy can is 10%. So for me now the accuracy can be 10%. Okay, so I can extract this thing, and this process will destroy this item. But in my library you can see now now accuracy is 9%. I have 9% accuracy in my library. Now what does that mean is, if I go to any shotgun, so that's how I can extract any attribute, attributes, and I have to fill my library by extracting best attributes from weapons and gears, everything this way. Then after filling my library, what I can do is I can just go to shotgun. Let's say I have this shotgun, and now I instead of this I want accuracy. See, so I can replace this with accuracy, and what is the value of accuracy will be the max value I got extracted, which is 9%. Okay, so right now I cannot do this because I'm short on cash, but basically I can replace this headshot percentage with this stat. So now new attribute will be accuracy with value of 9%, because that's the max I've seen, and that's the max they that's the max I have in my library. Okay, so that's how this library and tinkering work. Expertise. So in expertise, let's say expertise is, so after using weapon a lot you will gain proficiency in that weapon, and after gaining proficiency it will increase your expertise level. And let's say my level is 2, then I can add 2 points to any weapon, and those 2 point mean is 2% increase in total damage of that weapon. So I've added that in my uh, one of my gun, which is model F700. So it's proficient, so what I can do is I can upgrade this. um, by upgrading I can add I can do upgrade. I can upgrade, and then okay, so it it added expertise, it added 2%, which is this level. So it transferred this level to this weapon as a form of weapon damage. Okay, that's what you can do to a proficient weapon, but for that you have to be a profi. I cannot do this in this weapon. See this, I cannot add this to this weapon because it's not proficient, so I cannot add this to this weapon. So to add this in the weapon you have to be proficient in that weapon, and by attaining proficiencies in different level you will level up this expertise also. So let's say now the value is 10, so I can add 10% damage to any weapon I want, but the weapon should be proficient. So these are the three things in tinkering station. This is blueprint station.
You need anything?
You can craft anything, uh, but the thing is you should possess a blueprint for that. Okay, but anything you can craft, but it's different for the exotic weapon. So what are exotic weapon? Okay, so these are exotic weapon. They are of red color, and they have some special talent. So this Bullet King have this special talent, bullet hell. This weapon never needs to be reloaded. So every Bullet King you get in drop, all will have same talents, but they differ in core attributes and attributes. Okay, so you might get a Bullet King whose critical hit damage is like 12%, or LMG damage is 15%, but this talent will be same. Second thing is, you cannot change these attributes like we did for shotgun. You cannot change the attributes for exotic item. You can't. You can all you cannot change. And one more thing while we are at it. So I showed you like so this is shotgun. I can change this damage to armor. What I give you example of this, right? So I can change headshot damage uh, to accuracy with this value. So similarly I can change any of these two also with the given values what I have in my library. It will show me what I have in my library. Okay, but this swapping, you can also change talent also. Instead of highlights I can get in sync or flat flat line. I'll show you a better option. Let's say for assault rifle. Okay, I have this AK. I can change health damage to 21. It's a core attribute. Okay, so you can't change core attributes. You just can increase the value from what you have in the library, but attributes you can change to anything. Right now it's critical hit chance. I can change it to headshot damage because it's in my library. But if I change any of this thing, I can change the talent also from what I have in my library. So these all the talents I have in my library. Okay, so once you do the change, you require this resources you want to change any of this thing, and these resources are easy to find in open world. And cash also, you need only 7 like 5,000, so that's also easy. So but after changing any of the one things, you are locked. So what I mean is, uh, this is the gun. So I change its talent from something to determined. Now everything is locked. I can only change one of the thing. Now what if I want to increase this headshot damage from 105 to 111, because that's the max value I have in my library. So you have to do optimization. So swapping the value is called recalibration. And now after you can do only one recalibration. Now you have to do optimization on each field. For optimization you need this resources, which are very hard to find. And not only that, you have to do multiple optimization to reach from, let's say, 100% to 111%, like three times you have to do optimization. Then it will move from 100 to 105, then 110, then 111 or 115. Okay, so that's why doing optimization is very hard, and that's the main thing you have to do in this game to level up your gear. Okay, that's one thing. And for optimization you need some things like uh, this you cannot you should not you should never build this because it's very expensive. But you can build these things, Highness tactical assessment, black test because it's cheap. You require this steel, titanium, and printer filament. So this steel, titanium, like you can see I have lot of them, so it's very easy to find in the open one. And money you have. But uh, so okay, but this thing are very hard to get, and you require a lot of them to optimize a weapon. So that's one thing. And you can build anything you want. I was telling you about the exotic weapon. So let's say so what are the changes for exotic weapon from a normal weapon is, so normally if I, let's say I build this bullet king. So by building, normally if I build some weapon, I'll get one more weapon of that kind. So let's say I have model 700, I build one more model 700, now I have two model 700. But in this case, if I build one more bullet king, it will replace my current bullet king with the new bullet king. And why would I do this? I will do that because whenever I create a new weapon, it will have a a new random value of core attributes and random value of attribute. So I will do this in a hope that if I recreate a weapon, then I might get a better value for attribute and core attribute. Okay, so that's the blueprint tinkering station. uh, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think, yeah, I've covered everything. I could. Yeah, one more thing. So I haven't tell you the best way to farm. So so one more thing. The best way to farm, in my opinion, and I think a lot of guys will agree, is countdown. So here, so this map have a concept of targeted loot. So if I press targeted loot, it will show me like this part of the map. If I do any activity in this part of the map, it will drop me gear mode. Let's say I do any activity in this part of the map, it will give me pistol. Like the more enemy dropping pistol, has more chances than enemy dropping a rifle or anything else in this area. In this area, similarly in what uh, nothing to, yeah, so let's say I do activities in this area. The dropping of bag will be, the chances of getting bag is higher in this area. But in in this uh, in this summit and knockdown, you can you can click on this and then press H, and then you can select what you want rather than system telling you what you can get. You can select, let's say I want rifle, I can select here rifle, and then this activity in this activity, the chances of enemy dropping rifle will be more. Similarly, you can do in summit also. Here also you can select what you want. So these are the two ways you can farm specific thing you can want. Let's say you are searching for an assault rifle, then you can do this activity by selecting assault rifle as targeted loot, so it will give you assault rifle. Okay, this you have to do solo. If you have, and this you have to do in a squad of two teams of 4 4 each, so 8 people will play this alongside. Okay, not facing each other. Now this is a now this is dark zone. Dark zone also have good loots means like they will here you will find items with better attributes and better core attributes values, uh, and the finding the probability of finding exotics also are good here. Okay, and you definitely need exotic because of this additional perks you get, like bullet, like I don't have to reload this gun ever. It just say this weapon never needs to be reloaded. This time of perk you get in exotic items. So you definitely need an exotic gun as your primary weapon when you play or when you do stuffs. Okay, so that's why what you will do is you will target assault rifle in countdown or summit, and you play like 4 5 5 times, and you might get a drop, exotic assault rifle drop. But if you are playing countdown and you don't get a exotic weapon drop, what you can do is you can use cash. So in countdown you get countdown cash. For playing countdown you get countdown cash, which you can use here to buy things from here, in exchange of countdown cash. Right now I have 45, but let's say I have 230, then I can directly buy exotic cash, and this exotic cash directly drop a exotic item. No need to do anything. Okay, so so you have like double chances. Either you can get a drop here by killing enemies, or you can use the exotic sorry, countdown cash and buy exotic item. So that's, I think that's I've covered everything. uh, this video was long. uh, I am I missing something? Hmm, yeah, one more thing. Yeah, so this is specialization. So this specialization gives you additional buffs. Depends on the specialization. Let's say for sharpshooter, if I click on this, I get this buffs. First I get this 15% increase marksman rifle damage. I get this tactician item. I get this flashbang. Similarly, each specialization has different things, and plus I get this tech 50 rifle also. So if you see, I have this tech 50 rifle which has 2.2 million damage. If similarly if I use demolition, I get a rocket launcher, which I also have here. See, so you have to activate specialization in order to get this additional buffs like this 15% increase in marksman rifle. That's one thing. uh, and one more thing, you can mod your utils also. So if I go here, I can select mod here also. I can see, I can select mods here. So where you will find mods, let's say so these are the mods. I have firefly attachments. So many attachments I have. So what I can do is I can go here, go here, go to firefly, select firefly, then go to mod platform, and then I can mod firefly. Let's say I want to add this alignment. I can add this. I can add microconducting. I can add this. So each mod will fit in a specific slot. So it has 3 slots: microconducts, tungsten compound. So the thing is, wait, yeah. So you see skill vanity mod slot. Similarly, this is some. Let's say I unequip this. So it shows me propulsion slot. So I can use gear who are like which can fit in propulsion slot only. I cannot use other gear for other slot. Okay, so gears are slot specific for utilities. See this? So I have firefly attachments, so many attachments. So these attachment I can use here in mod platforms. Okay, so that's it. That is also done.
Let me be your one-stop shop.
So basically now your target is to optimize and recalibrate all your stuff to the fullest. So let's say for armor, I already changed its talent to headhunter, so I cannot recalibrate. I just have to optimize these values to maximum. That's the only option I have. If I show you here in tinkering in armor, this is my armor. So headhunter I can change because this I did the change, but for this I cannot. I can just optimize this. See this? I can only optimize these values. I cannot change from here, but this value I can change from here. But for let's say for another armor, yeah, I can definitely change anything. And once I change a single thing, it will block all everything, and then all those things I have to optimize. I cannot recalibrate, which means I cannot swap. So yeah, that's all the things I have for you guys. This let me yeah, let me know if you find this video helpful, and I'll see you in my next video.